Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Wichita Northwest High School for tonight's Substate first round game between your Grizzlies and the Titans of Wichita South High School. Glad to have you on board wherever you are on planet Earth. Got an exciting boys contest here for you tonight. Sit back, enjoy the game. Should be a good one here at Northwest. Both of these teams played very close in the first two encounters. The largest margin of victory was 4 points in the two games. So it's going to be another barn burner here tonight. Grizzlies need to win or go home. So that's what it's about tonight. It's all about winning tonight's contest. We're going to go ahead and send it to the Marcus Myers pregame show after this 1 minute timeout. So stay with us. Plenty to come here on NWHSGrizz.com. This is Grizzly Basketball.
Hey man, you going out for football?
Ben.
Hey man, you going out for football?
Ben class still needs you, man.
Kansas students have choices to do or not to do. The Kansas State High School Activities Association urges everyone to participate because when activities stop, nobody wins.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Northwest High School, and it is playoff time. The boys will kick it off at the top of the hour in their first sub-state match. They'll take on the Titans of South High. We're joined, as always, by our head coach, Andy Hill. And, Coach, first of all, congratulations on a good regular season.
Thanks, Kevin. Yeah, finished up 12-8. Kind of, if you compare it to the last two seasons, you might say a step back in terms of overall wins. We were 14-6 in the last two regular seasons, but really, we I thought, as far as playing to our potential and with a relatively young and inexperienced group, I think we played, really well for most of the regular season and put ourselves in a pretty good position, and we're glad to be able to host a sub-state game.
And would you agree with me that the competition was tougher this year than it was in each of the last two?
I don't know. I hadn't really thought about that too much. I think, you still had Heights and Capon kind of separated themselves from the rest of the league at the top. I think, you did see some improvement throughout some other teams in the league. Carroll was a little bit better this year. West, they got off to a hot start and were, I think everyone would agree they were a better team. They kind of struggled through the middle portion of the season. South was definitely better. East kind of struggled a little bit, and North kind of stayed where they've been. But yeah, I would say you could probably argue that overall the league was up a little bit from where it's been.
So first of all, you're 4 games over 500, so that's a positive thing. And that going into the playoffs, getting to host a home game is always important. You accomplished that feat. You got to host at least one home game here in the playoffs, and it's not going to be super easy because you've got a very tough and a very improved South High team to take on tonight. But you get past South, and who knows what'll happen.
Yeah, certainly it's going to be a battle tonight, and definitely cannot assume anything or look past the opponent at all, especially when it's one that has beaten you twice in the regular season. So I think we're in for probably going to be another close game again, as they both have been this regular season. I think it's going to be a battle. I know that our guys when they found out we were playing South, were excited about that and excited to get another opportunity to play them. And you just kind of hope that, both times we put ourselves in a position to win the game, and both times we didn't finish the way you would like to. So I think that's kind of in the front of our guys' minds, and looking forward to being able to hopefully put ourselves in that same position again, and then be able to close it out this time.
Well, and if you're on the South High end of things and their coaching staff and their players, they're probably thinking, it's awfully hard to beat a good team 3 times in 1 year. And that's the challenge they're facing, is having
active. But there is always the psychological side of things that each team will bring to the game. So certainly for our guys, we've got the motivation of coming up short against these guys twice. And I think as long as, we use that in a positive way, it can, hopefully be a benefit to us. The flip side of that is, we haven't been able to beat them this year. So if you don't approach it, with the right mindset, it could potentially be a negative from our standpoint as well. And you have to avoid, any kind of, here we go again, sort of thinking. If, you get into the fourth quarter and, it's a close game again, and maybe South's going on a run, that can be the flip side of that psychology, where our guys maybe start thinking in that sort of way as far as here we go again. So I think it's fascinating to think about it, but at the end of the day, it's 2 good basketball teams. We got to go out there and play and compete every possession and execute and see what happens.
And there's no question about it. You got to play quality basketball for all 32 minutes to beat this team tonight and to advance on to the next round on Friday.
Yeah, for sure. Got to put together a full game.
How's the injury situation with the lads for tonight?
We're in good shape.
Super. Well, best of luck against the South High Titans, and again, congratulations on a good regular season. Of course, everybody's 0-0 now. It's win or go home time. So let's go get them tonight, and then we'll take it from there.
All right. Thanks, Kevin. Appreciate you.
Head coach Andy Hill on our pregame show. Stay tuned. We're going to take a 90-second timeout. We'll be back with the starting lineup and the play-by-play of tonight's first Substate game against the Wichita South Titans. You're watching NWHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel. This is Grizzly basketball.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Wichita Northwest Grizzlies basketball is on the air. Welcome to another season of basketball, Grizzlies style, as Northwest pursues a 6A state title. Follow your Grizzlies all season long on their YouTube page with links available at NWHS Grizz. Grizzlies basketball is sponsored this year in part by Mel Hambledon Ford at the big corner of 119th West and Kellogg. We're better. We're proving it. You be the judge. And by Andrews Cleaning Service, with programs for residential, commercial, or special cleaning projects. Check them out at wichitacleaningservice.com. And by Keystone Solid Services, providing quality granite countertop products for your home. Check them out at KeystoneSolidServices.com. And by Todd Eflin Narrates, voice acting for just about anything with words, commercials, training videos, audiobook, and telephone services. Find me at toddeflin.com. That's TODDEFLIN.com. And now, let's go courtside for today's contest. And your host, Kevin Arkin.
I can see.
Thank you, Todd Eflin. Good evening again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Northwest High School for tonight's first round Substate semifinal game between the Northwest Grizzlies and the Wichita South Titans. Glad to be with you. I'm joined tonight by our executive producer, Leslie Bravo, and my broadcast partner tonight, Jonathan Shue. And Jonathan,
Yep.
This is a big game. It's win or go home time.
Yep. It's about that time of the year, playoffs. Very exciting basketball in store.
These two teams have played it close to the vest twice
Yes, they did.
this year. The last game being decided by 4 points in a game in which the Grizzlies led at the end of three quarters by 10. And then Kendrell Ransom just came alive in the fourth quarter and dumped 15 points on us. All 15 of his points in the game were in the fourth quarter. He was just unstoppable. And he single-handedly beat the Grizzlies that night.
Yes, he did. He had an unbelievable,
right here in this building.
Unbelievable fourth quarter from him.
So the Grizzlies hopefully have addressed that issue, and not only do they have him to deal with, they also have their big man, Parker Hardgrave, who has the softest hands of any big man I have ever seen at the high school level. It is amazing to me how easily he handles the basketball.
Yeah, any rebound that comes his way, you can almost count on him to get it without any real issue. Catches every pass that he's thrown, just boxes out really well. Just a big, strong, physical big man.
And anytime he's shooting the basketball, it's like
a guard shooting it.
Not only that, but if he's going up there to lay it in, which he does a lot of because he's such a big guy at 6'8", it's like he's laying an egg up there.
Yeah,
it just really, just absolutely softly falls through the hoop. So, my compliments to him on his ball handling skills. He does a great job, and that makes him a double force to be reckoned with, because not only does he have soft hands, but he's a big guy.
Mm-hmm.
This Substate game is brought to you through the authority of the Kansas State High School Activities Association, who have granted us the rights to webcast this game tonight. We thank them for their assistance and want to send a special shout-out out to Jeremy Holliday and to Bill Faflick up there in Topeka at the Kansas State High School Activities Association. I was kind of hoping that one or both of them would be at the game tonight, and had they been here, I guarantee you they would have been on with us at halftime. So we thank them for their assistance in getting our broadcast on to you this evening. Reminding all of you, this is a student-driven broadcast. These kids are up here learning the basics of television sports production, and they're doing it for a grade under the leadership and guidance of Mr. Shane Munro here at Northwest High School. As such, you'll hear instructions throughout the night. We hope not to detract from the game itself, but to enhance the viewing pleasure that you will have watching our game tonight, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. We also want to welcome anyone from the South High community who is tuning into this webcast tonight. We're glad to have you on board as well, and hope you enjoy the broadcast. We're going to send it down to the floor now for the playing of our national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your hat for the presentation of our national colors and the singing of our national anthem. Tonight's color guard is provided by Northwest Battalion JROTC cadets. Singing tonight's national anthem, their own Gabe Hurtado.
That's the Star Spangled Banner as performed, and I'm going to ask Jonathan, do you know who that is?
Unfortunately, I do not. I didn't catch his name.
I have never been able to catch his name. He's done it a couple of times here this year, and he's been great.
Yeah, he's done amazing.
Now it's time for the starting lineups. We're going to give you all of South High first. South High, the visiting team, wearing their road red uniforms with blue trim and white numerals. A 6'3" senior forward, number 0, Andre Baker. 5'6" junior guard, number 1, Jalen Manning. 6 foot junior guard, number 4, Kendall Ransom. 5'11" sophomore guard, number 10, Avon Mbule. And a 6'8" sophomore center, number 50, Parker Hardgrave. Head coach for South High is Chuck Gunter. He's assisted by Irvin Garnes and Jeremy Tate. Now the starters for your Northwest Grizzlies. A 5'9" junior guard, number 2, Tayshawn Williams. 5'11" sophomore guard, number 5, Eli Benning. 5'9" senior guard, number 10, David Hudspeth. 6'4" senior forward, number 22, Javon Glover. And a 5'8" senior guard, number 24, LJ Phillips. Head coach for the Grizzlies is Andy Hill. He's assisted by Gavin Darr, Kylan Hawkins, and Jim Murnaugh. Grizzlies come into this game 12-8 on the season, and South High just the flip side of that at 8-12. The winner will take on the winner of the Heights and North High game being played tonight over on the north side of town at Wichita Heights High School. Grizzlies are in their home whites with maroon numerals and gold trim, and they will play from left to right here in the first half of this contest. Again, the starters for Northwest: Williams, Benning, Hudspeth, Glover, and Phillips on the floor. Glover will take the opening tip, and I'm sure it'll be Hardgrave that'll be up against him.
Yep.
Jonathan, real quickly, what are your keys to Northwest winning this thing?
Be physical without getting into foul trouble. You know, obviously we are a very small team compared to South, so we're going to have to be really physical down low and try to get control of the boards early and not get our bigs into foul trouble, because we can't afford to lose any height that we already have. So
Grizzlies have won 6 of the 8 quarters played this year between these two teams. Now they need to win 10 out of 12. And I was wrong. It'll be Andre Baker tipping it off for South High.
He's arguably the best jumper on their team. So
ball's up. South High wins the opening toss, and it'll be Jalen Manning bringing it across the timeline for the Titans.
Man, those numbers are hard to read.
They are hard to read, but they're not as hard to read as some others we've had. Baker couldn't get the rebound. Williams gets it, and Williams is fouled. He got slapped in the chops. Kendrell Ransom gets his first foul. And the Grizzlies will inbound. On the floor for the Grizzlies, it is Williams, Hudspeth, Benning, Phillips, and Glover. Williams, top of the key, sends it over here on the near side to Benning.
South playing zone here.
Williams for three, short, and the rebound to Glover. Glover tried to get it to Hudspeth. It was picked off. And Andre Baker goes out of bounds with it. He carries the ball with him. It will be Northwest basketball.
Great hustle by LJ there to get a hand on that ball.
LJ inbounds to Williams. If you're just joining us, this is the Substate semifinal between Northwest and South. Third time these teams have played this year. South has won both of the first two, and there's LJ Phillips gets us on the board. It's 2-0.
What a play there to really penetrate that zone. Got an easy look inside for LJ.
And a great pass that time by Glover to get the assist. Here's Jalen Manning with it. He gives it off. Here is the killer, Kendrell Ransom. He's got it again. Thought about a three, puts it back down, gives it back to Manning. Manning over on the near side to Mbole. Hardgrave dishes it off to Baker.
Almost got a steal there.
Almost. Here's an unchallenged three. It's going to be short. And the rebound to Jalen Manning. Manning gives it to Ransom. Ransom back to Hardgrave. Hardgrave into the paint, spin move, puts it up. Soft hands by Hardgrave. He ties the score at 2. Hudspeth, nice move, 8 feet, count it. 4-2 Grizzlies. Beautiful play by David Hudspeth.
Yep, really good head fake there. Got Hardgraves off of his feet. Got an easy mid-range.
Baker's shot is blocked by Williams. The rebound goes out of play. It'll stay with South. Nice play by Tayshawn Williams on defense. Ransom will inbound for the Titans. Gives it to Hardgrave. Hardgrave is going to get called, I hope, for the foul.
No, it looks like David got him on the arm as he was going up.
Too bad. Hardgrave will go to the line to shoot a pair. I was looking for a charge there. I obviously didn't get it.
Looks like they charged LJ Phillips for the foul.
First foul for Northwest. Each team with one. Hardgrave at the line to shoot a pair. And the first one is short. He'll get one more. And the second one is good. Makes 1 out of 2, 4-3 Grizzlies. Here comes Eli Benning with the ball. He dishes it to Williams in the corner. Underneath, off the glass, doesn't go. Put back by Glover, doesn't go, and it's rebounded by South.
South has
Here's
numbers
Manning
here.
with it. For 3, good. 6-4 South. Benning with it. Top of the key, into the paint, back out to Benning. He puts up a 3 himself. It's short, and he gets his own rebound. Dishes it off to Phillips, who couldn't control it. It goes out of play. It will turn over to South, and that's too bad because that was an easy basket in the making had we been able to handle the ball.
Benning had 2 Grizzlies in the area, had Phillips and Glover. Maybe some confusion down there.
Ransom brings it across the timeline for South High. Grizzlies trail 6-4. Manning dishes it back off to Ransom, now over to the far side to Baker. Manning to Mboli. Mboli had the ball picked, and what an unfortunate circumstance because Eli Benning made a great play defensively. Couple of subs coming in for Northwest as the 6'2" junior forward Jerome Henderson, number 1, comes in, along with the 5'11" junior guard Sincere Thompson, wearing number 3. Hudspeth and Phillips take a seat.
5 seconds.
5-second count. Grizzly basketball. Good defense that time there, Jonathan.
He's great defense by Tayshawn, considering he's 5'9" up against someone who's around 6'3", and he shut that pass off very nicely, causing the 5-second call.
Benning with the top of the key into the corner for Williams. Back out to Benning. Benning in the paint to Glover and count it. Get the assist to Benning. The basket by Glover ties it at 6. 4:15 to go, first quarter. Mboli with it for South High. Pulls it back out, now on the near side to Baker. Manning gives it back to Ransom. Ransom being guarded by Henderson. Gets around now in the corner, and Mboli puts it in the paint to Hardgrave, and Hardgrave
Great defense.
had it stripped. He cuts it back up, doesn't go. Rebound by Henderson. Here comes Northwest. Eli Benning in the paint, gives it underneath, and there's a foul called. It'll be the Grizzlies inbounding from underneath the basket. Andre Baker picks up his first, second team foul. Pretty good play by Sincere Thompson to force that foul that time.
Yep, pump fake got him off their feet.
Over here to Benning on the near side. Benning gives it to Williams. Back to Benning. A 3 goes up. Good! 9-6 Grizzlies. 3:25 to go. First quarter.
If South elects to stay in that zone defense, that shot's going to be there all night.
Problem is we have to make it all night if it is. That's the problem. That one goes out of play, and actually that one into the hallway, and we'll be right back with the ball.
Some great help defense being played down low by the Grizzlies, really allowing no easy buckets inside.
Good assist by Andy Hill, chasing that ball down. In the paint, Baker puts it up, and it goes. 9-8 Grizzlies. Williams on the near side to Benning. Back to Benning in the paint to Glover. He gives it off to Henderson for 3. Good! Jerome Henderson gets on the books. It's 12-8.
It's great ball movement by the Grizzlies so far, really finding the open shooter and not missing a lot of shots either.
And they'll need that ball movement to offset the height differential.
Exactly.
Mboli for 3. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Glover. He gives it to Williams. Williams now up to Benning. Benning on the near side. Back to Williams. Henderson again for 3. Good!
Same exact shot, back-to-back plays. What a great start for the Grizzlies, really finding their shot early on here.
Timeout called by South. We'll keep it right here, I think. No? Yes, we will. And we want to take a moment to thank all of the sponsors who have brought you Grizzly basketball all year long. They include, of course, our good friends at Mel Hambledon Ford at the big corner of 119th Street West in Kellogg. Todd Eflin and Todd Eflin Narrates. That's TODDEFLIN.com. Any voiceover work you need, please get a hold of Todd. Christopher Daniels Jewelry and Watch Repair. Jensen Chiropractic Clinic. Chance Transmission. Made Pro of Wichita. Taco Prano, 21st and Tyler. Keystone Solid Surfaces and Andrews Cleaning Service. We thank them all for their support of Grizzly basketball. South High brings the ball up the floor. Manning dishes it off to Ransom. Ransom drives, puts it up, and it's good.
really.
And that was Zambuli, not Ransom, excuse me.
Really tough shot. Had 3 Grizzly defenders around him, still got it to fall.
Henderson for 3. That one goes in and out, no good. Caden Neal, who just subbed in for South, gets the rebound. And there's a foul going to be charged, I believe, to Glover.
Yeah, trying to contest a shot, swiping for the ball, hit his arm.
Yep, it is on Glover. Second team foul. It will send Jalen Manning to the line to shoot a pair. First one misses.
Javon is not somebody we need to get in foul trouble here.
Amen to that. Now here's part of our problem. We have our first mystery guest of the night. South High substitutes number 12. We don't know who that is. We'll find out at halftime or at quarter who that person is and get that information to you. Manning makes 1 out of 2, and now another substitution as Kendall Ransom comes back in. He comes in for Manning. Grizzlies still have their starting crew. Well, that's not true because they have, let me just tell you who's out there. Henderson, Manning, Henderson, Williams, Benning, Sincere Thompson, and Javon Glover. There's a 12-footer that misses everything, and the rebound comes to Caden Neal. Neal sends it across. Underneath, Hardgrave has it, and it's blocked by Glover.
Great defense there by Javon Glover.
Williams up off the glass, doesn't go. The putback misses too. A pile of bodies go down. There's got to be a foul there somewhere.
There was no foul. The refs are really letting them play physical here.
They are indeed. Tayshawn Williams got checked into the South High bench. LJ Phillips comes back in for Glover. Grizzlies inbound the ball. Less than a minute to go, first quarter. Grizzlies lead 15-11.
Looks like they might go for 1 here. Not really in no hurry. 44 seconds remaining.
South High stays in their zone.
Yep. Expect to see the Grizzlies just hold the ball here and then
30 seconds to go.
Get some ball movement going, try to find an open shooter for the last shot.
Sincere Thompson now has it top of the key. 20 seconds to go. $15 to go. Williams with it. Back to Thompson. Now they start moving around again. Benning has it. Underneath, up, off the glass, no good. Put back, count it. LJ got the putback falling down. There's a long one that hits the rim, but no good.
Flashbacks of East there.
At the end of 1, it's Northwest 17 and South High 11. We'll be back with the second quarter in 60 seconds. Stay with us. You're watching NWHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel. This is Grizzly Basketball. Grizzlies will inbound the ball to start the second quarter with a 6-point lead, 17-11, after what it could be arguably the best played quarter of the year by that team.
Yeah, they shot the ball extremely well, passed it well, played great defense, really.
And did not turn it over.
Really efficient quarter there by the Grizzlies.
On the floor for Northwest, it's Tayshawn Williams, LJ Phillips, Jerome Henderson, Sincere Thompson. I missed somebody. Oh, David Hudspeth. A long three, good! Williams hits it from NBA range, and it's 20-11.
It's his first basket of the night, too, which is really surprising. Usually see him get going early.
Manning gets one over the top and cuts the lead to 7. Williams with it again. Underneath, Sincere Thompson gets it from 5 feet. 22-13, Grizzlies lead. 9-point lead is their largest of the game. Mbole has it, top of the key, now over here to Ransom. Ransom has his shot blocked by Phillips, but I think Phillips got a piece of the player, and it's going to be called for a foul.
Called it on Jerome Henderson.
Oh, they charged it to Henderson, excuse me. That's his first, third team foul on Northwest. Ransom at the line to shoot a pair, and the first one misses. In that fourth quarter, a couple of weeks ago, where he scored all 15 of his points, he was deadly from the line. He did not miss. He missed them both. LJ with the rebound. Here come the Grizzlies back. Williams will bring it down the floor. We're in the second quarter, 6:40 to go.
Looks like the...
And Williams, yes, drives it and scores. The lead is 11. And we have a foul called on the shot. It's going to send Ransom back to the line to shoot a pair.
I believe that's LJ's second foul.
It is his second. You believe correctly.
Looks like expect Javon to come back in for him.
Ransom will have 2 opportunities here to close the gap, but he makes the first one. And Glover does come in now for Phillips. So it's Henderson, Williams, Hudspeth, Benning, and Glover on the floor for Northwest. Ransom's second one is also good. And Baker will come back in now. And he will replace
the mystery guest.
The mystery guest, yeah. We never found it. We should have gone down to find out who that was. Well, we'll find out at halftime for you, folks. Maybe. One of you will have to do it because we have a halftime guest. Williams gives it to Glover from the free throw stripe. He misses it. Rebound to South High. Manning with it. And he gives it off to Ransom. Ransom to Mbule for 3, and it's good.
3 points.
All of a sudden, the lead that was 11 a moment ago is down to 6. Eli gives it to Hudspeth. See what David can do here. He drives, gives it to Henderson for 3. Good! Attaway, Jerome.
It's his third 3 of the night, already with 9 points, all from the same corner.
And that's the lead. 27-18 is the score. Hardgrave, that's got to be a charge. Come on. Yes, sir.
Great job, Javon, not backing down, taking the contact there. Not many people would do that against someone who's
a head and a half taller. Yeah.
And of Hardgrave's size.
Yeah, Hardgrave not only is 6'8", he's we don't have weight on here, but he's a big boy. He could. I'm sure he's a lineman for their football team. Hudspeth has it for the Grizzlies. Inside 5 to go until halftime. Williams, yes! Makes a fake move and then to the basket.
7 points in the quarter alone for Tayshawn.
We just needed to get him on track. And so far it appears that they have done just that.
Lead back up to 11 for the Grizzlies.
And Boley has it, gives it to Manning. Manning over here now to Ransom. Ransom for three off the heel, no good. Rebounded by Williams. Tayshawn brings it down the floor and gives it off to Benning. Benning with Baker in front of him. Good move by Benning. He puts it up, it's blocked, and Hargrave gets the rebound, I think. He does, and he gives it to Manning, and that's a pretty good play by Hargrave. Manning puts it up. The shot partially blocked. It's picked off by Benning. Benning to Glover. Glover passes it to Hudspeth for the score. 31-18, the Grizzlies 13-point lead. 3:45 to go in the half.
They are just moving the ball so well with such great efficiency. Just playing out of their minds right now.
Ransom on the far side. Stepped on the sideline. Turnover to Northwest. Coming back in for South High, Caden Neal, number 2, the mystery guest, number 12. And for the first time tonight, Sloan Barnes comes in, the 6'3" sophomore forward. Now a full timeout is being taken by South. We're going to go ahead and take it with them as well. 31-18. We'll be back in 60. This is Grizzly basketball. Coming out of the timeout, Grizzlies lead by 13. And Jonathan Shue, Kendall Ransom is off to a slow start.
Yeah, after having a 15-point fourth quarter in their last meeting and really won them the game, Grizzlies have done a great job of shutting him, preserving him and shutting him down. And he's off to a pretty slow start after that monster fourth quarter.
Only 2 points so far in the game for him, and that's just fine with me. Williams with the ball for Northwest. Hudspeth. Henderson now back to Williams. Williams for three, in and out, no good. Rebounded by Sloan Barnes, and it comes back here to Manning on the near side. Manning will bring it down. Barnes comes over to take the three, missed everything. Underneath, there's a block shot.
Looks like it was Javon Glover, his second block of the game.
Glover with the ball now, off the glass, doesn't go. Rebound to Henderson, he dishes it back out. Williams for three, good! Grizzlies can do no wrong, they're up by 16.
10 points in the quarter for Tayshawn Williams, really shooting the ball extremely well with extreme confidence.
Mbole with it, gives it to Manning. Manning guarded by Benning. It's the Grizzlies stay in their man defense. I would too. It's been working for them.
It's been working extremely well.
Now they pull it back out to a bit of a zone. And South High trying to slow the game down a little bit here is what they're doing. There's a nice pass by Mbole to Andre Baker, and Baker puts it in. 34-20, Grizzlies lead. 2:02 to go till halftime. Back out here, and Williams, good save. Back to Williams from Benning, and a three-pointer, rims out, no good. Rebounded there by South High. Manning to Mbole for three, and he's got another one, and you cannot give Mbole uncontested three-point shots. He'll sink them every time. Hudspeth in the paint, puts it up, missing. Rebounded by South. 90 seconds to go. Manning with it, pulls it back out, and they're slowing the game down because the fast break game has been working in the Grizzlies' favor so far in this contest.
Yep. South High slowly chipping at the lead. It's back down to 11 after being 16.
Barnes steps out of bounds. It's going to stay with South. I didn't understand that, but Javon Glover asking the same question. Now the referees are going to confer. I'll bet you they turn this one over.
They should,
and
they
do.
They
give it to Northwest. That is the right call.
Really great job by the officials getting together and getting that call right.
And getting the call right, absolutely. My compliments to all of them. Ball's inbounded. Tayshawn Williams will bring it across the timeline.
I expect the Grizzlies to slow it down again, play for one here like they did in the first quarter.
Now he gives it to Benning and make a liar out of me, and Henderson with it, back to Benning.
Looks like they are.
Underneath to Glover, and count it. Benning to Glover, and a foul. He'll go to the line and shoot one.
It's Andre Baker's second foul.
Fourth team foul, and quite honestly, given that how physical this game is, the fact that neither team is near the bonus yet.
Yeah, the refs have really been letting them play through everything, letting it be a little physical.
Well, that's fine. I'm not a big fan of whistle-blowing contests.
Especially in a playoff game.
Yeah, exactly. Let's let them play. Glover will shoot one here. And he's short. Who's going to get the rebound? Manning gets it. He dishes it off on the far side. Barnes hip checks Williams, and now they're going to call a foul on the rebound on Benning.
No, I think they called it on Javon.
No,
they called it on Benning.
Called it on Benning.
Might have been as he was going up, not on the actual block by Javon. So it's his first foul of the game.
Barnes will shoot a pair. Sloan Barnes' first one is good, and I believe that's his first point of the night.
Yes, it is.
Barnes misses the second one. It's rebounded by Henderson. 39 seconds to go in the half.
Now I expect the Grizzlies to play for one here. Looks like they will.
Benning getting counted on. He needs to move it forward. Sincere Thompson back to Benning. 13 to go. Benning to Williams. Williams driving. Back out to Benning for three. Oh, rims out, no good. Rebounded by Hardgrave. 3 seconds to go. Stolen back. Couldn't get the putback to go, and that'll do it. That one would not have counted anyway. So at the end of the first half, Grizzlies lead by a dozen, 36-24. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout, and we'll be back with our halftime extra. Stay with us. You're watching Grizzly basketball. Back at Northwest High, we are at halftime. Grizzlies lead the Titans 36-24 after the first 2 periods of play in what Jonathan Chu, I would attest to be one of the best halves ever played by this team this year.
Yeah, it's one of the best, most efficient halves I've seen them play this year. They really, I cannot stress enough how well they moved the ball in the first half. and how they found the open man and really had good shot selection, not really getting too trigger happy or trying to force anything. They were just really playing their offense extremely well and playing great defense too, rebounding the ball, boxing out, being physical, getting off in fast breaks. It was just a really good half from the Grizzlies.
It was. Well, how about giving us some of the totals here?
Yep. For South, Baker has 4, Manning has 6, Ransom has 2, Mbule has 8, Sloan Barnes has 1, and Hardgrave has 3. And for the Grizzlies, Henderson has 9, all from the same corner. Tayshawn Williams has 10. All 10 of those points came in the second quarter. Benning has 3. Hudspeth has 4. Sincere Thompson has 2. Javon Glover has 4, and LJ Phillips has 4. So they're really spreading the ball out really well. A lot of scores for the Grizzlies.
We haven't been keeping a track. We've got so much to do tonight. We haven't been keeping track of assists. There have been a lot of assists tonight.
They've been passing the ball extremely well. Everyone has to have an assist, it seems like. Everyone is just passing the ball extremely well.
Isn't that who I think it is?
Yep, that is Kevin. Go talk to him.
Well, I may just do that.
Okay.
Come on. It's got your name on it. All right, you're going to stand right over here. All right. This is live television as at best, folks, because we're doing this by the seat of our pants. If you don't recognize the gentleman standing next to me, this is a former varsity player and Northwest graduate, Kevin Brown. How are you?
Oh, I'm good.
Tell us what you're doing these days.
I'm playing at Friends right now.
And how's that going for you?
It's good.
Good season?
Yeah.
I haven't been following Friends, to be honest with you. I apologize for not doing that, but
right.
what's this team's record at this point?
It wasn't very good. It was 5-25, but
okay,
we'll be better next year. So.
Okay, is your season over?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys ended early then.
Yeah.
For college, because a lot of the colleges are still playing and whatever. So, and you're what year are you in?
Freshman.
You're still a freshman.
Yep.
You don't have any extra credits floating around out there we don't know about, right? Okay.
No.
Have you decided on a major yet?
Yeah, business.
Business is a good thing to major in. I don't mind telling you I did that myself.
Yeah.
Worked out pretty good for me. So do you have any idea what you want to do when you graduate?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
That's why I went with business. It's like broad. Just kind of work with it.
You don't have a specific endeavor within the business department picked out?
No, not necessarily.
Do you think you might, or?
Yeah, at some point I'll figure it out. Yeah.
You got plenty of time. If you're only a freshman as you are, you got plenty of time to make that decision and see what it is you like to do. Come on, you can come through. And, do what, to make that decision, do what you want to do. And most important thing, got to get the grades good.
Yep.
How are the grades doing?
They're good.
Okay, everybody I interview, I always ask that same question. How are your grades? Grades are everything.
Yep, they're good.
So, all right, well, tell us, what do you think of this first half?
Pretty good. I mean, up 12, that's
I'll
really
take
good.
up 12.
Yeah, that's good.
This is a team, I don't know if you know this or not, but this is a team that we've lost to twice this year.
Yeah, I was here.
So to be up by 12 is just great.
Yeah, that's solid.
And they're very unselfish play.
Oh, yeah.
That when both Jonathan and I have talked about that throughout the half, how unselfish they've been. And given the height differential between the two teams, because we are a little smaller than our opponent is, they got to make up for it with ball movement, and they've done that.
Yeah, they moved it well.
So what are you going to do now that basketball's over, other than school? You do anything else, or?
Not necessarily. Getting ready for next season.
Does that include hitting the weight room?
Yes, it does.
Okay, a little gun action?
Yep, love hitting the weight room.
All right, you got You got to hit the weight room, no matter what the sport is. That's it's real important. So, all right. Well, I know I grabbed you for just because you were standing in the wrong place. But it's great to see. I know everybody at home.
Oh, yeah.
Great to love seeing you again. I'm going to wish you the best of luck in your studies and the team the best of luck next year. And just so you know, the next time you're in this building and we're up here, you're always welcome, okay?
Yep, thank you.
All righty.
Appreciate it.
You bet. Kevin Brown joining us here at halftime. We're going to get Leslie to swing the camera back to away from us so you can take that off. Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate it. I feel sorry for the guy because he didn't know it was coming. He really didn't. I literally twisted his arm. But good to see him and glad to see that things for Kevin Brown are going well with his studies at Friends University. We've got a couple of minutes here till the third quarter. We're going to go ahead and take one of them for a timeout. So would you switch that back to the regular commercial thing?
Yeah.
And then let's go ahead and let our folks hear from our sponsors. No, take it out and put the other one back.
There we go.
Okay, we'll be back. This is Grizzly Basketball. With our executive producer, Leslie Bravo, and Jonathan Shue, Kevin Arkin with you. Coming out of halftime, Grizzlies going to take a 12-point lead into the third quarter. South High will inbound to start play. And the Grizzlies will be playing in their white home uniforms from right to left here in the second half. Jonathan Shue, what are your keys to the second half to take a W home and get us to Friday?
Just keep playing the game that they've been playing, but they need to expect that South is going to come out with even more energy and more heart to try to win this game, just like they did in the fourth quarter of last matchup. So they need to expect a fight in the last 16 minutes of this game, and they need to respond very well to it in order to win the game.
Got to keep in mind, folks, that it hasn't been 3 weeks ago that we had a 10-point lead going into the fourth quarter and lost the game by 4 points. So This game is far from over, and they're going to have to continue their outstanding play here in the third quarter. You might want to reset all that. There you go. And again, South High will inbound to start the third quarter, and on the floor for Northwest, we have L.J. Phillips, Eli Benning, Javon Glover, Tayshawn Williams, and David Hudspeth. There are 5 on the floor as we start the third quarter. Ransom has it, gives it to Hardgrave. Hardgrave lost it. Here comes Williams. 3-on-1 break. Williams gets it up, can't get it to go. Benning gets the rebound. He sends it out to Williams on the far side. He puts up a 3. Good! All right, you missed the 2. Go get a 3. Great start for the Grizzlies here in quarter number 3. Ransom with Hudspeth in front of him. And there's a 3-point attempt off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Hardgrave. He gives it to Manning for 3. He missed everything. And it goes out of play. It'll turn over to Northwest. Hudspeth will inbound to Williams.
Grizzlies once again are just playing extremely well, help defense down low.
Glover gives it back to Williams. On the near corner is Hudspeth. Hudspeth sends it out to Tayshawn. Javon Glover to Phillips, back to Williams, back to Glover, off the glass, doesn't go. Rebounded by Hardgrave. Here comes South High back with it. Jalen Manning in the paint to Andre Baker. Mbole puts up a three, and every time he puts up an uncontested three, it finds the hole.
It's his third three of the game.
Underneath, Glover off the glass, count it. 41-27, Grizzlies, 6:19 to go, third quarter. Hardgrave off the glass, no good, rebounded by Glover. He hands it to Williams, and Tayshawn brings it across the timeline. He puts up a three. That one bounces in and out, no good, and Hudspeth has the ball knocked out of his hands by Hardgrave. It goes out of play. It will stay with Northwest. 5:58 to go, 14-point lead for Northwest, their largest of the game. I take that back. They did lead by 16 at one point. There's a loose ball picked up by Glover. Oh, they tried to get it into Phillips, and it was intercepted. Oh, boy, Jalen Manning slipped on the pavement. They're going to call him for the travel, but he went down hard.
Hope he's okay.
He landed right on his left hip. And the training staff for Northwest is already out there and
gets up on his own with a little bit of help.
Tommy Gonzalez.
He just needed a second.
And his staff is out there. He's going to come out. And he hobbles out. He seems to be okay. Gonzalez is going to look at him. He's replaced by Ivan Teal, number 23.
Really glad he's okay. That was a really scary.
That was. His feet just went out from under him. He hit a wet spot.
Could have been way worse than what it actually
was. It could have been. He could have landed on his head.
Mm-hmm.
So we're glad he's not hurt. For sure. 5:43 to go in the third. Grizzlies will inbound. Benning has it on the far side, gives it back to Williams, to Hudspeth up the middle. David brings it over here in front of his own bench, now pulls it back out. Now spins, puts it back into the paint underneath to Glover. Glover's shot is blocked by Hardgrave, and here comes South High back with it. Teal sends it to Mbole, an uncontested three that misses. The putback misses. Third putback goes. I guess if you give them three chances at it, they're going to get it. Baker gets the basket, and the lead is now 11.
Tayshawn responds with a layup of his own.
And just like that.
Whoa.
We have a whistle on the floor.
Called Hardgraves for a foul away from the ball.
Yep. Hardgrave's not any too happy about that call. I didn't see the play, so I can't even comment. But Hardgrave's going to come out, and he's still chewing about it.
Javon is doing a really good job of selling these calls, but foul's a foul.
Grizzlies inbound. Williams has it. That, by the way, was the first foul of the half for either team. Williams pulls it back out again. And Boley guarding him. He puts it up underhanded, doesn't go. The loose ball is picked off by Mbole. He brings it up the far side into the corner for the Titans. Teal from 10 feet, count it.
His first bucket of the game.
Ivan Teal gets the points. It's 43-31, Grizzlies by 12. Glover off the glass, doesn't go.
You know, with Hardgraves being on the bench, kind of want to see the Grizzlies go inside more.
Agreed. They need to go inside, get the points in the paint, while Hardgrave is sitting out with 2 fouls. Teal from 12 feet. Good.
Back-to-back buckets for him. Cuts the lead down to 10.
And somebody's calling a timeout. I think it's South High. Looks like a 30-second timeout.
That was an official's timeout. Official's timeout. Someone, I think it was Ransom's glasses fell off, so they took an official's timeout. And now Northwest takes a full timeout.
Okay, since Northwest is taking a full timeout, we'll take it as well. 43-33, Grizzlies lead. We'll be back in 60. This is Grizzly basketball. The winner of this contest tonight will play Friday night at either against Wichita Heights or Wichita East. If Heights is the winner of that game, the game will be played at Heights. If East is the winner, the game will be played at the court of the winner of this game, if that makes any sense. Higher seed hosts. Sincere Thompson in the game for Northwest, and he traveled with it. Turns it over to the Titans.
South has a little bit of momentum going their way here.
They do, or the Grizzlies have lost some of theirs, one way or another. Ivan Teal dishes it off on the far side to Caden Neal. Mbole with it now, top of the key. He gives it to Manning. Manning back to Mbole. That one goes out of play, and it's Northwest basketball.
Just a really great defensive possession there for the Grizzlies, really shutting everything off extremely well.
Chuck Gunner arguing that the ball was last touched by Northwest, but the referees all concur that it is Grizzly basketball. Full court pressure being put on by South now. First time tonight they've done that. Williams.
5-second call.
And that'll turn it over to South High. Teal inbounds it to Manning. 2:50 to go, third quarter. Grizzlies up by 10. Underneath, Baker. He's fouled by Henderson as he went up for the shot. He'll go to the line and shoot a pair.
Second foul of the game for Jerome.
First team foul of the half for Northwest to match that of the Titans. Again, they're letting them play.
Mm-hmm.
Andre Baker will shoot a pair. First one is up and no good. Rims out.
Missed them both.
And he missed them both indeed. Rebounded there by Manning for South. And a timeout's been taken by the Titans. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. And while we're here, we'll invite you to do something that you may or may not have already done. If you've already done this, bear with me. If you have not, if you're watching this full screen on your computer, as I would expect you would, if you would partially minimize that and let the subscribe button appear on your screen. If you have not yet subscribed to NWHS Grizz, we invite you to do so by hitting the subscribe button. It costs you absolutely nothing to be a subscriber. You'll get all the information on all the events being posted on NWHS Grizz, and that includes athletic events, non-athletic events, the What's Brewin' news clip that's produced each week by the students, among other things. Again, it costs you nothing but the benefit to the school and to the AV program is enormous. So please subscribe to NWHS Grizz today. South High will inbound the basketball coming out of the timeout. Underneath, it's Baker with it. He dishes it off, and now Manning brings it over on the near side to Teal. Back to Manning. Back to Teal. Underneath to Baker. He puts it up. It's partially blocked, but it falls anyway. And here comes Benning with it. Eli almost lost it. He'll pull it back out and do it over again.
Really need a bucket if you're the Grizzlies here.
We do need a bucket indeed.
Get some of that confidence back.
And get some of that mo away. Here's LJ. He misses, but the putback by Glover is good. And the Grizzlies lead by 10 again. And we have a foul called. I think that's going to be on Glover.
It's only his second.
It is on Javon, and it is his second. That'll keep it on the floor. It'll be a South High inbound underneath the basket. And we have a foul away from everything.
Called it on Benning.
That's his second. And we'll do it again. Third team foul now. Let's not be racking up a bunch of fouls, boys. Underneath, it misses, and the rebound goes to Williams. I think 3 players touched it before Williams did, but we'll give the credit to the rebound to Tayshawn. Here's Glover with it. Underneath.
Pass.
And yes, Sincere Thompson, and a great pass from Javon Glover to make it 47-35. Grizzlies by a dozen again.
Javon is having a really great all-around game per usual. All aspects of the game.
Underneath, Teal dishes it off and have a foul called. I'm guessing it's on Phillips.
That would be my guess, too. It is.
That's a good guess, wasn't it?
Yep. It's his third foul of the game.
LJ's third. He's going to come out here in a minute. Hudspeth is going to go in for him. First free throw is no good. Hudspeth goes in. Phillips comes out. So Hudspeth will join Eli Benning, Sincere Thompson, Javon Glover, and Tayshawn Williams. One more free throw coming for Caden Neal.
South High has not been shooting it well from the stripe tonight.
And he missed them both. That sub happened several times tonight. Hudspeth with it on the far side. Brings it down and gives it to Thompson. Thompson drives underneath. Glover has his shot blocked, and a good block it was. And we have a foul called. They're going to call it on Williams. If this was a soccer game, the foul would have gone the other way because that would have been charging.
Yep. But in the rules of basketball,
it's different in basketball. Less than a minute to go in the third quarter. Grizzlies now have 5 fouls, only 1.
It's like
4 South. That could make a difference.
Sloan Barnes checking in the game.
And South. Barnes has the ball, dishes it. Oh, he intercepted by Hudspeth. Here come the Grizzlies. Williams has it to Glover. Yes, count it. Beautiful play from Tayshawn Williams to Javon Glover.
His 10th point of the game.
And Barnes gets, is that his first field goal?
Yep.
That's his first field goal of the game, and it comes with 10 seconds to go. Underneath. And 3, 2, 1. That'll count if it's good, but it's not. At the end of 3 quarters of play, it's Northwest 49, South High 37. We'll be back with the fourth quarter in 60 seconds. Stay with us. You're watching NWHS Grizz and the Northwest YouTube channel. This is Grizzly Basketball. That could be an issue later, as South will have fouls to give, should it come to that. Last time they played here 2 weeks ago, Grizzlies had a 10-point lead after 3 and lost. So this game is not over.
It is not. Grizzlies.
They've got to continue what they've done for 3 quarters.
Can't take your foot off the gas pedal for the Grizzlies.
Glover almost lost it. Benning with it now. Pulls it back out. Puts it underneath. A little alley-oop doesn't go, and we have a foul called
on Andre Baker. You know, they've been calling the same thing down on the other end, so.
They called it on Jalen Manning.
Oh.
It's his first, team foul number 2, and it will send Javon Glover to the line to shoot a pair. What an opportunity to increase the lead. And the first one is good. If you're enjoying all of this, folks, tune in tomorrow night, same bat time, same bat channel. 6:40 tomorrow night, we're at South High, where the girls will try to advance in their first sub-state game. And that one is good. Grizzlies by 14. Now Hargrave getting set to come back in, so. Baker, nice move to the basket, gets the lay-in.
Baker is quietly having a really solid game. Already has 10 points.
Glover off the glass, doesn't go, rebounded by him. I forgot to mention that he came back in. Williams to Hudspeth. Hudspeth had it knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Northwest. And Hargrave comes back in, replacing Andre Baker. 51-39 Northwest, 6:58 to go, fourth quarter. Winner takes on the winner of Heights and East, which is being played at this very moment, and we do not have a score from that game. The game will be played at a place yet to be determined. Glover goes up, Hargrave blocks it. It goes out of bounds off Glover, and it will turn over to South. Baker comes back in along with Ivan Teal, number 23. Manning and Baker both go out.
Again, the Grizzlies just need to be physical without fouling on defense. Can't get into any more foul trouble.
And Bole gives it to Teal. Teal pulls it out. Now he gives it off to Ransom. To Hargrave. Back to Teal. And that three is good.
Lead back down to single digits for South.
Back out here to Williams. Williams puts it up, doesn't get the roll. Rebound is picked off by Hargrave. And here comes South High back, and now I'm getting concerned again. Teal to Hargrave, and those are those soft hands I keep telling you about. He lays it in.
It's only his second basket of the night, too, but
it's a big one. The lead is down to 7. Benning, good. Thank you. We needed to break that.
Really good job by Eli there, getting to a spot he's comfortable with.
Now let's see if the Grizzlies can make a stop. Hargrave with it. He gives it away, and there's a three off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Hudspeth. Grizzlies will take their time bringing it down.
You could hear everybody in this stadium, in this arena, hold their breath as he shot that ball.
Ransom is guilty of fouling Williams, trying to get to the ball. Got a little too much of the arm of Tayshaun, and that's his second foul. Grizzlies will inbound it. Hudspeth will do the job right in front of us. And now we have a timeout being taken by Northwest. It's a full timeout, so we'll take it with them. 53-44. Northwest leads. We'll be back in 60. This is Grizzly basketball. Coming out of the timeout, Grizzlies up by 9. Jonathan Shue, what do you think? Do they feed the big man all night, or do they try and shoot a bunch of threes over everybody?
I think they start out their offense by feeding Hargraves inside and let him kind of create the plays down there. You know, he can see all the shooters when he's down there. He can decide if he wants to lay it in or pass it out. I think that's what they're going to do for the remainder of this game, is really just feed him inside and let him control the offense.
Grizzlies will inbound now. 5:13 to go in the fourth. Gets it to Benning, and Benning is fouled instantly by Teal.
It's his first foul of the game.
It's his first. It's a common foul. We're basically going to do it all over again. Fourth team foul on South. Hudspeth will inbound. Gets it to Henderson. Henderson to Williams. L.J. Phillips and Eli Benning also on the floor for Northwest. There's a pick off by Ivan Teal, and he lays it in. And the lead is down to 7 again. And I can tell you right now what Andy Hill told them during that last timeout.
Yep. Don't
let history repeat itself. Benning, good. It had to go up twice, but he got it in.
Lead back up to 9 for the Grizzlies.
Let's get it back into double figures and keep it there. Hargrave with it. Lost it. Northwest with it. They have numbers. Oh, and an easy lay-in for Hudspeth. He misses. And what do we have here? L.J. Phillips ended up in the bleachers. He's okay.
South ball. I think Sincere Thompson coming in for David there.
Yes, David Hudspeth does take a seat. Sincere Thompson did come in for him. Good eye. Manning with it for South. Gives it to Teal. Almost threw it away.
I think Andre Baker came into the game for Hargraves. Another good defense.
And Mbole has his pocket picked by Benning. Benning with it. Still with it. Brings it down. And it goes off of Mbole out of bounds, and it will stay with Northwest. A nice play by Eli Benning from coast to coast.
Kendall Ransom coming in for Mbole.
Yeah, that concerns me. Only because it's the fourth quarter. Williams takes the inbound pass. He's guarded by Manning.
He's got to be careful. Avoid another 5-second call.
Benning from 15 feet off the rim, rebounded by Henderson. And that one is picked off by Manning. And Manning goes coast to coast to score.
Lead back down to 7. Called another foul on Teal there. His second.
That is his second. Now both teams have 5 fouls, so all those fouls they had to give that I was concerned about for late in the game, that's gone away. Javon Glover comes in for Henderson. And Williams takes the inbound pass.
He's got to be careful.
There's another steal by Teal. Loose ball on the floor, and it's picked off by Northwest. Thompson all alone, count it. Sincere Thompson got cherry picking down there, and they got the ball to him, and he scores. Rebounded there by Williams.
Might expect a little bit of clock chewing, maybe.
I wouldn't be a bit surprised. We're inside 3 minutes now. Underneath to Thompson. Gives it off to Glover, and a foul is called. The referee closest to the play didn't call it. The referee furthest away did.
Called it on Andre Baker. It's his third.
And the 6th team foul, so the Grizzlies are shooting free throws now the rest of the game. For Glover, this will be a 2-shot foul. First one is good.
He is such a good free throw shooter for a big man.
He's cool. He's just cool under pressure.
Cool, calm,
I love
collected.
That. I love that. Nothing phases him. Lead is 10. Let's get it to 11. Winner plays Friday. Makes them both 59-48. We're at the point now where we don't want to foul because we don't want the clock stopped.
We've got to be smart on defense here.
Barnes gives it off. Here's Teal for 3. Off the rim, no good. The putback doesn't go, and a foul on Phillips.
It's his 4th. Once again, though, South has struggled from the line here tonight. These are big free throws.
Both teams will be.
They called it on the floor.
I was going to say, I don't know why he went to the line because that foul would have been on the floor. Both teams have 6, though, so everybody will be in bonus land from now on. Manning puts it up, no good. Baker gets the rebound, puts it back. The lead is down to 9 again. Benning. Glover to Williams. Go ahead and foul Williams. That's okay. Go ahead, Teal, foul him. Williams scores. It's back to 11, 61-50.
Grizzlies have responded to every bucket extremely well.
There's been no panic in this team tonight at all. There's one that misses everything. The putback. What a block by Glover. Wow.
It's his 3rd block of the game. He has been playing extremely well defense down low tonight. Really been working extremely
Williams
hard.
is coming out. He's hurt. Let's see what's happening here. He is.
Don't expect him to sit out too long.
I don't either, but he went right to Tommy Gonzalez, and Gonzalez is going to work on him.
Looks like he's just trying to walk it off. Another
Loose
turnover.
ball on the floor. Hudspeth has it. He'll bring it down himself. Now he waits for the troops to join him, and the ball's taken away from him. He got his pocket picked there by Ransom, and Ransom scores. Full timeout has been taken by South High. Let's take it with them. 61-52. Northwest leads with 1:23 to go. We'll be back in 60. This is Grizzly basketball. 1:23 to go, fourth quarter. Grizzlies lead 61-52, each team with 6 fouls. South has 1 timeout left, Grizzlies with 3. And the only player on the Grizzlies with foul trouble is L.J. Phillips with 4, and he is in the game. Phillips, Glover, Williams, Benning, and Sincere Thompson. And Sincere Thompson gives the ball now to Tayshawn Williams, who obviously wasn't very hurt. And Glover is...
Oh, wow, possession arrow goes to South here. So
first jump ball of the night, and on the alternating possession, arguably the dumbest rule in all of sports, the ball will go to South High. Teal inbounds it to Manning. 1:12 to go, fourth quarter. South is going to have to score quickly. There they go. They put it up, and Mbole scores. Full court pressure being put on by the Titans. The Grizzlies beat it. Tayshawn to LJ. Now back out to Williams. And a foul is going to be called on Teal, and that will put Northwest in the bonus. They'll be shooting free throws. It's the third foul on Ivan Teal. And it'll be Williams going to the line. It's a 1-and-1, so he really needs to make this first one. Be nice if he made them both, because then it'd be a full 3-possession game. We have less than a minute to go, 47 seconds exactly remaining. Williams' first one is good. Now Benning is hobbling over. He's injured, I think. Well, maybe not.
It's just how he runs.
I thought he was hurt. I really did. I should have known that. He's a soccer player. I've seen it on the soccer field for 2 years. So, and Williams makes them both. It's a 9-point game. 3 full possessions is the lead. Let him score. Ransom with it.
South High really needs to
top of the key for 3, and it's good. Northwest with it.
It's Baker's 4th foul.
It's on Ransom.
Oh, they called it on Ransom.
They called it on Kendrell Ransom. His 3rd, 8th team foul. And we'll see if Mr. Icewater can one more and make it a 4-possession game. Actually, has a can 2 to make it a 3-possession game, excuse me. And he missed. Rebounded there by Phillips. And Phillips is fouled by Teal. It's another 1-and-1. This time it'll be LJ going to the line. And Teal, for him, that's his 4th. Oh, they didn't call. They called it on Ransom, excuse me.
Oh,
that is Ransom's 4th foul. I don't know how they could have called it on him.
Yep.
Teal was the one that was pouting over there and pitching a hissy fit. I think they got the wrong player.
Big
Doesn't
free
matter.
throw by LJ.
Yeah, that was a big free throw. The lead is 7, so it's a 3-possession game again. And that one misses, and it's rebounded by, what are they going to call? Jump ball to Northwest. 24 seconds to go in the 4th quarter. A lot can happen in 24 seconds, but I'm starting to feel a little better about this. And now a timeout's been taken.
Full timeout.
Full timeout. We'll just keep it here. Reset this whole thing for you. 64-57 the score. 24 seconds remaining. That was South High's last timeout that they just took. Grizzlies still have 3 more. And the Grizzlies have 6 fouls where South High has 9. So next time South High fouls us, it's 2 shots from the line, and that could be big.
Yep. the scoring outburst we had early on really helped us down here because South has had a 20-point fourth quarter. They really made a run, but that scoring we had early on really helped us out there.
And we've scored 15 of our own. So, yeah, we've lost the fourth quarter to them, but we only lost it so far by 5 points. Having that dozen-point lead going into the fourth quarter was huge. But, again, we had a 10-point lead 2 weeks ago and couldn't hold it. Tonight may be a different story. Again, we are on the air tomorrow night at 6:40, same time as tonight with the girls. The girls will play the Titans at South in their first round game, Substate semifinal. Out to Williams. Williams will, and a quick foul by South High. Baker picks up his number 4, doesn't he?
Yep.
And this time it'll be a 2-shot foul. We're in the double bonus. Are the Grizzlies. And Williams will go to the line here to take a couple. Can't think of anybody I'd rather have. First one is up and good.
It's his 20th point of the night.
Another big night for Tayshawn Williams. Hardgrave comes back in for rebounding purposes. I'm not going to second guess the coaching staff, but I would have kept Hardgrave in there longer.
I agree with you.
He didn't do him any good sitting on the bench. Williams makes them both. It's a 9-point game, 20 seconds to go. It's going to take him half of that just to get it down the floor. Underneath. Ooh. What are they going to call? Jump ball, yes. It'll go to Northwest on the alternating possession. And now they're saying it's South High's ball. Yep. They forgot to change the clock after the last one.
Should be South High's ball.
And I agree with that. It should have been South High. So the arrow was pointing the wrong way. 12 seconds to go. And Boulay will have Benning draped all over him. He puts up a 3. It misses everything.
Called a foul.
He's going to go to the line and shoot 3, but you know what? I don't think that's a bad foul.
Nope.
Because he didn't get the 3 points, for one thing.
Yep.
And if he gets 3 free throws, they're not going to score 6 points in 6 seconds.
Haven't ever seen that before.
First one is good. Benning goes down court. Everybody else stays where the action is. And the second one is good. Caden Neal comes back in for Hardgrave, and I certainly would have left the big man in there, here for rebounding purposes. And he made all 3 of them. There's a long one for Benning, and Benning doesn't even need to score. That's it, folks. Grizzlies win 66-60. We'll be back to wrap this up in 60 seconds. Stay with us. You're watching NWHS Grizz on the Northwest YouTube channel. This is Grizzly Basketball. With executive producer Leslie Bravo, Jonathan Shue, Kevin Arkin with you. Grizzlies win their Substate semifinal match tonight, 66-60 over the South High Titans, and they will advance and take on the winner of the Heights and East game, which is going on right now at Heights High. We do not have a score from that game. Never mind. I was going to say something. Why don't you, Jonathan, give them the player totals from this game?
Okay, for South, Andre Baker had 12, Manning had 8, Ransom had 7, Mbule had 16, Teal had 9, Sloan Barnes had 3, and Hardgrave had 5. For the Grizzlies, Jerome Henderson had 9, Tayshawn Williams had 21 to lead all scorers. Eli Benning had 7, David Hudspeth had 4, Sincere Thompson had 6, Javon had 14, and LJ had 5.
Pretty balanced scoring for the Grizzlies, led by Tayshawn Williams. Again, he's just been hot the last month of the season. He's really just been on fire. So can I get you to look and see if you can find a Heights score here while I tell everybody what's going on? What's going on here, not only for tomorrow but for Friday. Let's start with tomorrow. The girls will start their tournament run tomorrow. They will travel to South to take on the Titans at South High. That game is at 7 o'clock. We are on with the Marcus Myers pregame show at 6:40 tomorrow night. So please join us if you can't get down to South High. We're looking forward to bringing you that game. Jonathan and I will bring you that one from South High tomorrow night. Now, here's the bad news. The Grizzlies advance to, first of all, it's good news for the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies advance to Friday's game. They will play the winner of Heights and East High. If Heights wins that game tonight, they will play at Heights. If East wins, I believe they'll play that game here, if memory serves me correctly. The bad news about that is, no matter where the game is played, we will not be able to bring you the broadcast on Friday night. Due to other commitments, we're unable to bring you that broadcast. So if the game is at Heights, the Heights student program will be broadcasting the game live, and you can pick it up just by going to Heights Basketball and searching for that game on the Heights Network. Any score? Well, we don't have a score from Heights to give you, and so I can't tell you. I'm guessing that Heights would win that game. They were highly favored to win it, but that's why we play the game. So regardless, I'll leave it with you this way. If Heights wins it, you can pick it up on the Heights Network at 7 o'clock. If East wins that game, you're going to need to go to Heights to watch, or you need to come here to watch it because we won't be able to bring it to you. Okay, having said all that, since the Grizzlies won, we congratulate them, of course, and wish them the best of luck against whoever it is they play on Friday night. And I'm going to be an optimist and say that after Friday night, they're going to play again, and we will bring you that game, assuming that Keisha hasn't awarded the game to the network. And usually at that level, they haven't awarded games to the network yet. So we want to thank you all for joining us, not only tonight, but throughout the entire season. We sure appreciate it. I want to thank all the kids who've helped with the broadcasts all year, especially the two that are here tonight, Leslie Bravo and Jonathan Shue. Jonathan, I really appreciate it, man. Glad to have you. Glad to have you all year. Okay, maybe you'll come and do some soccer. All right. So until we talk to you tomorrow night, for Leslie and for Jonathan, I'm Kevin Arkin saying Grizzlies win 66-60. We'll see you tomorrow